So, becoming aware of internal agreements is so important when it comes to unlocking and activating your soul wisdom. So, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 points that will help you and kind of support you in navigating your self alignment and your transformation. Let's go. Welcome to Empress Expressions. My name is Amber and I am the Empress here, and I welcome you whether you are new or you're returning. Welcome. So, in this video, we're going to talk about internal agreements and how they really play a huge factor into unlocking your soul wisdom, activating your soul wisdom, your internal guidance system, the part of you that literally shows you how to navigate this life, to be fulfilled, to be happy, to feel like you're in purpose. So, the first thing I have here is number one, it uncovers limiting beliefs. So, awareness helps reveal unconscious patterns that block your connection to the soul, to your soul wisdom. So, the example that I wrote down is limiting beliefs will hold you back from experiences, knowledge, and insight that will provide you with wisdom, blocking you from accessing higher wisdom and raising your vibration. So, becoming aware of your internal agreements, whether those be conscious or they be unconscious agreements that we make within ourselves, it's going to uncover, right? The more you become aware of your agreements, it's going to uncover your limiting beliefs. Okay? It's going to uncover your limiting beliefs, and your limiting beliefs tend to be like blockers. They tend to be like roadblocks and sometimes, more difficult experiences that we call into our reality, are we block ourselves from certain experiences because of our limiting beliefs. So becoming aware of your limiting beliefs will help you understand what your agreements are, and these agreements come from everywhere. I mean, we are instilled as children with certain agreements, and we unconsciously as children, we just absorb the information that's around us, that our parents are teaching us, that the school is teaching us. If you go to church or went to church, what the church may be teaching you, you're absorbing agreements. And I'm not saying that all agreements that we make are incorrect or wrong, but sometimes we make agreements that aren't in alignment with our particular experience, are not in alignment with what it is that we truly want to experience here on this planet. So, becoming aware of your internal agreements is going to help you really unlock and understand your soul wisdom, but also understand your limiting beliefs. What's holding you back? What are you believing? What have you agreed to? What are you believing, right? Because you have to agree to something in order to believe it. So what are you believing? What are you agreeing that is holding you back from what it is that you say that you want? What are those limiting beliefs within you? Number two, empowers conscious choice. So recognizing internal agreements allows you to shift from autopilot to intentional living. So you hear me a lot speak on this channel about intention, the power of your intention. Your intention is an agreement as well, right? Sometimes we set intention on things based off of our internal agreements. Make sure your internal agreements are in alignment with what it is that you say that you want. Set the intention as the divine, as spirit, to show you what your agreements are. And then from there, you can decide, intentionally living in choice, decide if you want to continue to, submit to that agreement, agree, be in contract with that particular, be in contract with that particular agreement. So the example I have here is, have you noticed an unwanted pattern in your life, whether it be relationships or money or your career? those are repeated in your life because of an internal agreement. So when you keep experiencing a certain type of thing within your life, whether it be in your relationship or your money, right? Money and relationships is what we as humans tend to really focus on. And they're both very important. They're both very important. They both are very, very significant in this particular experience. So give yourself some compassion and some grace there if you do find yourself in a cycle, right? You're in a steady cycle of experiencing something that you don't like. Take some time out and just ask God, ask the universe, ask the spirit to reveal to you what patterns are you holding on to, what agreements are you holding on to that is producing unwanted experiences on a repeat. So that's the autopilot. Sometimes we're just like, we'll get so caught up and be on autopilot that we don't recognize that we have agreed to a certain way of thinking about money. Money's hard to come by. You got to work real hard to make money. That's how that's how a lot of people have been taught. Now, if you notice people that are wealthy or people that are born into wealthy families, the wealth stays because of the agreements, the internal agreements, the dialogue amongst people in that particular unit. It's an agreement, right? That these children are growing up in these wealthy families because of the agreement that has been made, right? And they are raised in that. So there's like, you got some people that are wealthy, you got some people that live in poverty. These are agreements. And at any point in time, you can switch that for yourself. A wealthy person could become poor and a poor person could become wealthy based off of the agreements that you've made. The power of your mind, the power of your actions, the power of your emotions, all of those things they play together. There's an interplay within all of us that's happening at all times. So making conscious choices, being intentional about what you're doing and what you're living. If you're noticing this unwanted pattern, take a step back and ask for clarity. That's going to help unlock your soul wisdom. That is you asking the divine to rain down upon you what you need to know so that you can navigate and have this experience and live the life in which it is that you want to live. That's intentional living. That's living with conscious choice. That is power. That is soul wisdom, is when you can open yourself up to receive what you need to receive. The last thing I have here is aligns with true self. Awareness fosters alignment with your authentic self, activating deeper soul guidance. And the example that I have here is when you start to become more aware of all the aspects of yourself, right? This is very much like that post that I put in the community tab. Go check that out because it talks about accepting yourself. And that's accepting the good, the bad, the indifferent. God, source, the divine does not judge itself. The divine understands that it is what it is. I am that I am. Whatever I say that I am, whatever I agree that I am, that is what I am. So as you open yourself up to understand yourself more and to really become aware of aspects of yourself, there's going to be things that are uncovered and revealed to you that maybe don't always feel that well and don't feel that good, but it's you. It's who you are, right? It's a part of you. So there's an understanding and there's an accepting that has to happen within that in order to feel peace, right? But also to be in alignment to receive the intuitive downloads and guidance in which you need on your own personal journey. That's what soul wisdom is. I'm going to drop a video, if not this week, next week, on what exactly soul wisdom is. So yeah, back to the aligning with self, right? When you can truly allow aspects of yourself to come up, and you see them, you may not entertain them all, right? Just because you see something and you understand something or you accept something doesn't mean you entertain it. It doesn't mean that you put energy into it, right? There's a difference between awareness and action, right? Two totally different things. You can become aware of an aspect of yourself, but that doesn't mean that you put energy, you take action, you put emotion and thought into that aspect of yourself. It's just like, okay, I am that way, or I see that in me, you know? So when you can truly start to accept yourself, that's when you can truly get into alignment, and then you will naturally become an item of receptivity. You will naturally become more receptive. You will naturally become more. You will naturally become more receptive to infinite intelligence. You will naturally become receptive to higher wisdom, higher knowledge, universal truth, soul wisdom, naturally. But that's only when you can truly accept yourself. And that takes work. This is a work. This is an art. This is called self-mastery. It takes time. So again, I just want to reiterate, give yourself patience, give yourself compassion, because firsthand, I will let you know, when you allow yourself to truly start to see yourself, you are not really going to like everything that comes up. But there is awareness, and then there's action. You can just become aware, but you don't have to take any type of action on it, whether that be physical action or non physical action. You don't have to do that. You can just become aware of it and be in acceptance of it. Find a place of peace and balance and harmony within that understanding. So, that's what I have for you. I really wanted to drop this piece out there because I received the download to post that in the community tab. But I also think that it's important, that we understand that we have the ability, we all have the ability to tap into supernatural powers. We have the ability to know exactly what we need to do next. We have the ability to sit back and trust that we're going to receive what we need to receive and what it is that we should do next. How should we move? Clarity on what's for me, what's not for me. So I just thought that was really important. I really want to drop this information out there. I hope that I hope you find this helpful. I hope that this makes sense to you. And I hope that you really take the time out and just set the intention. All you have to do is just, you can call it a prayer, you can call it an affirmation, whatever you need to call it, but just open yourself up, right? Open yourself up to understand self more. And when you do that, you will start to see where things are a little bit, misaligned, and where things are aligned. What agreements you've made that either you unconsciously, agreed to when you were younger or even as an adult, or things that you consciously agree to, right? You can change it anytime you want, but there has to be awareness and acceptance and understanding of it. Okay, you get to choose what you put awareness on and then what you put action on. So I create this content with so much love in my heart, so much peace, and I just want to pour inspiration and empowerment into each and every one of you all. I hope that this content, you find it helpful. Comment down below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you've been doing this type of work within yourself and in your life. I would love to hear and have some feedback from you all. That is what I've got for you. I am a living soul numerology guidance system profiler. So there is a playlist on this channel called The Living Soul, and The Living Soul is a numerology energetic guidance system. And everybody has a living soul profile. And so if you want to really tap in deeper, right? If you're into like metaphysics and, being super introspective and you're reflective and you just want to have a deeper understanding of yourself and maybe of your environment, right? Get your living soul profile report. That report's going to come with 4 numbers that are specifically your numbers. And those numbers are connected to archetypes. Those archetypes are connected to universal principles. And so, with that, you can have a deeper understanding of exactly what your projection is in this particular existence, how you're showing up, and what you're seeing being reflected back to you on a continuum. So tap into that if you are into that sort of thing. If you're into life path numbers, that number is going to be a part of your report. Tap in if you want to know about that. That link is going to be in the description box below. If you have questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can email me at soulwisdomcare@gmail.com. Other than that, that is what I have for you. And I send you peace. I send you light and I send you love. Bye.